Happy Friday, September 22nd. We are heading into the first weekend of fall. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. We've got Mark Sassy out in the field telling us all the things that is happening out there in the community. It's an exciting Friday morning edition. We'll be getting the Friday morning sports update from Robbie, and singer-songwriter Michelle Cohen-Levy will be joining us here in studio. Quite the treat. You're not going to want to miss it. Good Morning in Vale starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning into our Good Morning Vail show on TV8. You can find that on Comcast Channel 92. There's more for you on 92. You can also stream it every day. Go right to YouTube. That's how my mom and dad watch it. Today's Friday, the 22nd day of September. I'm up here just up above the village in Beaver Creek this morning, and it's the first official beanie day for me. It was it's about 34 degrees up here right now. We're going to see sunshine seriously all week long, and nice temperatures all week long, upper 60s, low 70s. Let's take a look at your weather for the day for Friday first. Then we'll jump ahead and take a look at the remainder of the weekend into next week. You know, like I said, I'm in the mid-30s up here in Beaver Creek first thing. We'll see about 47 at 8 o'clock this morning in Vail. Once that sun comes up, it'll warm up nicely. 73 for that high temperature in Vail today. It's going to be breezy, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Going to be some dust floating around today and tonight, so keep that in mind. But it's going to be sunny all day long. Looking at that hourly forecast, you can see clear skies all the way into the evening time. Bright sunshine, apply your sunscreen, apply it often. 67 around noon, 72 around 4 p.m. The high temperature of the day at 73 coming around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Denver temperatures, nice down there today, sunny and 84. Sunny and 73 for Vail, sunny and 74 for Avon, sunny and 75 for the town of Eagle down towards Gypsum. Tonight we're going to see that sun setting at 7:05. We'll have a low of about 35 degrees tonight. Once again, a breezy evening, winds out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then looking at that 5 days, Saturday through Wednesday, high temperatures over the weekend, mid to upper 60s. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, low to mid 70s. And our evening lows every night are going to get down into the low to mid 30s. So it's going to be a great week, a great weekend, and a great start to next week. If you like these perfect temperatures. Great temperatures for golf, fishing, hiking, anything you want to do, but it is cool in the morning. So if you head on out, pack a light jacket just until that sun makes its way up and over the hill. You can see how beautiful it is out here first thing this morning, though. Peaceful up here in Beaver Creek. And just so you know, Beaver Creek will be opening, let me turn this way, in 61 days for skiing and snowboarding for the 23-24 season. And Vail opens, I think, in 49 days. So not that far away, like a month and a half. A big event happening in Vail this weekend. Last night was a comedy show. This event will take place tomorrow, Saturday, from 10 to 2 on Vail Mountain. It benefits Walking Mountain Science Center, which is the hub of environmental education and climate action here in Eagle County. It's called Climate for Climate. Now, Vail Mountain, once again, will become the hub for this event, focusing on climate awareness throughout the course of your hike. So individuals, families, and corporate teams will hike Berry Picker Trail all the way up to Eagle's Nest at the top of Vail Mountain. This is the second annual event. It includes educational stations along the hiking trail. There's going to be live music along the hiking trail and interactive challenges also along the hiking trail. Once you get to the top, the runaway grooms will be performing. There's going to be food, wine, and beer, spectacular views, all at the mountaintop party. So you can go to discovervail.com or probably walkingmountainsciencecenter.org for more information. And then on Sunday, the 21st year of the Vail Farmers Market and Art Show. There's only 3 more. So this Sunday will be the next to the last one of the season. And the Farmers Market has been a spectacular way to kind of bring the community together in Vail Village every Sunday all the way through the summertime. Over 148 tents available for some great food. I went by Left Bank and Jean-Michel's tent last Sunday, and he serves these spectacular Maine lobster rolls at the market. And I think it's like $20 and you get a lobster roll. Hey, I want to mention real quick before we take a break, today's National Elephant Appreciation Day also. So if you see any elephants around, give them a pat on the back, give them a high five. There you go. We have a break coming up for our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. And then we're going to introduce you to sports action over the past week around Eagle County with the Rob Report Part 1. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vale.
Lionshead Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lionshead Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vale.
All right, thanks for joining us. After falling to Colorado Academy on the road in Denver, Vail Mountain School Soccer was looking to turn things around at home against Roaring Fork.
VMS, sitting at 5-3 on the year and down a few starters to illness and injury, hosted the Roaring Fork Rams, who were undefeated on the year. Around the 10-minute mark, Go Rangers, working together to move the ball around on the Rams side of the field. Ball goes to Winston Pillsbury, who lets it fly and connects to give Vale Mountain School the lead. Roaring Fork will try to get on the board, but Vale Mountain School will hold them off. 1-0 is the final. Head coach Kevin Ives joined us for post-game chat. Vale Mountain School just picked up their 6th win of the season. They knocked off Roaring Fork 1-0. Coach, probably not the most thrilling win of the season on the schedule so far. Only 1 goal on the game, but what did you like from your team today?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I liked is how together we played. Coming out to it, we had a lot of players sick, kind of COVID or illnesses going around. We had a few players game time decisions in terms of injuries that we decided not to play. So it was a great opportunity for some of our younger players to step up, play some quality minutes. Kind of the mantra going into it was we know we have the offense to score, so we were coming into it a little more defensive minded, trying to shore up and shape up our defense. So just proud that we got the clean sheet and really pleased with how they played.
Okay, and if you could, walk me through some of those injuries y'all are seeing right now. I mean, you just mentioned COVID, a little illness, little injuries. How are those guys doing right now?
You know, they're doing all right. We kind of knew building the schedule, this 4-game stretch was going to be really tough. And then just in the month of September, we have 10 games in 30 days. So, that's just, it's a lot of demand on their bodies, things like that. So, we're hoping to get some of these guys back next week, just trying to get them a little rest heading into the weekend, let them get their legs, get some treatment. And then hopefully we're a little more healthy rolling into Tuesday against Summit.
Okay, and a tough matchup on Tuesday against Colorado Academy. You always tell me that you use that school as a measuring stick. You took the L, 3-7, but not a bad game overall. What did you like from your team in that matchup?
Yeah, there's a couple things. I mean, we started talking to our team about breaking down the 40-minute half into 4 10-minute games. So, really pleased. We jumped out on CA 2-0. We were up 2-1 at the half. And as they, as most state champions do in 3A, they responded, came out guns a-blazing. We weren't necessarily ready for it, and by the time we stabilized and restructured, it was a little bit too late. But again, just super pleased with how they played. I think we played 60 minutes of quality soccer and just, 20 minutes of things that we can clean up and things that we can learn and improve on.
And your man right here with us behind the camera, Pillsbury, excuse me.
Yeah.
Only goal today on the game. What did you like from his performance overall in that first half?
Yeah, I was just telling Winston as we were walking over here, just super proud of him stepping into his own as a player, starting to find his voice as a team, as a sophomore, taking more of a leadership role. And then the thing that I told him too, as players continue to develop, being able to play multiple positions, whether if that's striker, playing on the wing, dropping back into the center mid, which he did all 3 today. So just really pleased with his growth and his dedication to becoming a better player.
Okay, and you got a couple days to focus, on practice before your next matchup Tuesday with Summit. They've probably not had that season that they've really been hoping for, 6-6 on the year, a lower caliber school in 3A, but they have that depth because there's more bodies at that school. What do you need to focus on entering that matchup with Summit?
Yeah, I think, first thing is just focus on us. I think we have the skill to compete with really anyone in the state. So it's just shoring up things defensively, making sure we stay organized as a team. Summit, we're not taking them lightly. We play them every single year. We know what they have. They got off to a slow start, but a lot of their losses are really close games against really strong opponents. So we know that they're going to be really formidable. And it's one of our last home games for a while. So we're just looking forward to having one of our last home games, enjoying hopefully a little yellow aspens on the mountainside, and then we'll finish up the season from there.
Yeah, it really starts to feel like fall. Kind of like, driving back here on 70, looks like the whole mountain's on fire when those leaves start to change colors. Really impressive sight. But my final question for you today, any of those players that were out today, you expect them to be back on Tuesday?
Yeah, we're just taking it a day at a time. I think a lot of that's just going to have to go through like the training staff, things like that. We've got some more long-term injuries that we're going to kind of hopefully just manage and try to get some of these players back for our playoff push. But, kind of our mantra, we have a deep team, really strong JV program. We got a lot of boys hungry, ready to play. So kind of that old mantra, next man up. And that's kind of the expectation for us moving forward.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Hey, thanks, Robbie.
Vale Mountain School picks up their 6th win of the season. Stick around. We'll talk to Winston Pillsbury, who scored the only goal of the game today against Roaring Fork. So we're here with Winston Pillsbury, the only guy who scored a goal today against Roaring Fork. Winston, how did it feel to kind of put the egg in the nest there in that first half?
I don't really score that often, but when I do, it feels really good. Like the second it kind of crosses the line, I kind of can't really believe it. This season, for sure, it's been a goal of mine to get more goal scoring opportunities, get some assists, get some goals. And I'm seeing that. I'm pretty happy, and it's just like good team win. I mean, yes, I scored, but there was a lot more time after that that we made a lot of sacrifices with our bodies, So, you know, I'm just really excited we won that one, especially long day school.
Yeah, it sounds great. And if you could break it down, kind of take yourself back to that first half, what were you kind of thinking when you finally got the rock and just kind of kicked back, punched it in? What was going through your head that kind of drive up to the goal there in the first half?
So with that, I kind of got the ball, and I had a feeling the goal was somewhere close, and I like that near post shot. A couple people were telling me for the overlap, and I was just like, let me get this one, and I got a little lucky. But yeah, super excited in that first half. Then we came out guns and blazing, and then we kind of fell off in the second half a little bit, but we held our own. A lot of defensive tackles that were really nice.
Okay, did you anticipate that your goal in the first half was going to be the only one scored today from both teams?
No, not at all. I mean, last year was 4-2, 6 goals. I didn't play in that game, but so I was expecting a lot of goals this game, but it's just kind of how the game ended out. Just a lot of defensive plays and a lot of slide tackles. Just got physical, and it was good. Yeah.
Okay, and you know, as Coach pointed out, you were down a couple starters today, one being your team captain, Jack Schwartz, who I can't remember if he's sick or he has an injury right now.
Hip, I think.
Hip injury, okay. But did you feel like kind of their absence on the field today when you were playing at all?
Yeah, I felt them. They were on the bench. They were talking. Just good leadership. So I'm young, so it was nice to hear from them. Nice to hear the comments. Nice to hear them like tell me what to do, because I can always learn. But yeah, I mean, I feel like when I knew they weren't playing, I knew what the job was, and we had to do it, and we ended up doing it. So yeah.
What do you think that kind of says about the resilience of your squad? You know, to go down that handful of starters, but then come out here, show up, play a well-fought game against Roaring Fork, a good team.
Yeah. We're a small school. We were the underdogs last year for sure, going into the playoffs. We're not going into the playoffs, but throughout the season. So we know what we have to do, and we have really good chemistry, you know, in the locker room and school. Since it's a small school, I'm with classes with them, and we have players from VSSA. So yeah, I think we know what we have to do coming into the game. But yeah, it's just, again, another great team win that just, it got a little, we had to get dirty, but we had to do it, you know.
Okay. And then you guys got a 3A school in Summit High coming here.
Yeah.
You know, Coach said, pointed out, they're kind of down on their luck this year, probably not playing as well as they had hoped, but he's not counting them out. What do you guys need to do to go in there and get the job done on Tuesday?
I think it's the same mindset every day, you know, like come out here on our home. Of course, it's so beautiful, and we're all so lucky to play here. But with Summit, last year was I didn't play that one either, but it was got very physical, and they're a big team because it's a big school, and we know what we have to do. And we know we like being the underdogs, and we like that. We like going that into the game.
Okay. Got anything you want to add?
No, just super excited for the rest of the season, and wake up every day and just want more. Yeah.
Awesome, Winston. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Vail Mountain School improves with 6 wins on the season. Stay tuned for next Tuesday as they take on 3A challenger Summit High.
And we'll just keep the soccer highlights coming. Over in Gypsum Tuesday night, things got hot as the visiting Glenwood Springs Demons took on the Eagle Valley Devils. In Gypsum, Eagle Valley High took on Glenwood Springs on the soccer field, and Glenwood was looking to improve to 5-1 on the year, while the home team was just looking to get back to breaking even at 4-4 on the year. Late in the game, lights come on for the Devils penalty kick. Baranbe Lopez steps over and makes himself available downfield. He'll get the pass, shoot, and it's good. Eagle Valley High improves to 4-4 on the season while visiting Glenwood Springs. Takes the bus home thinking about their second loss of the year. Ben Ruth talked with Eagle Valley's Will Gerdes after the game.
We are here with Will Gerdes, who just got the assist on the game-winning goal there with, what was that, 2.5 left on the clock?
Well, I think there's 4 seconds left after we scored.
So, how do you feel?
I'm elated, but there's a lot more work to do. I think we've had like 4 wins this season, but there's a lot more coming.
Pretty hard-fought game against Glenwood. What do you guys think really kind of helped keep the fire going?
Honestly, our commitment, this was like one of the first games where everything fell into place and everyone was committed. Everyone wanted to win, and we just got after it.
Tell me a little bit about that last play there.
Well, the free kick is something that me and Burnaby have been trying to do all season, and we've been so close so many times, but as soon as I saw the clock and the position, I was like, all right, everyone move over. He's going to score right here, and it just worked out finally.
Nailed it, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Congratulations, guys, on your win. I'll let you get inside, and one more time, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Vale.
Purchase an Access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides 1 full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi, you all. This is Cece Zach with Good Day Vale, and today the episode of Good Day Vale is one not to be missed. Ellen Miller is in the studio, and this story, this episode is just all about her and learning how she can inspire us to live our best life in the Vail Valley. So come back and watch Good Day Vale.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Hi there, I just wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. My name is Avisha Scarborough, and I'm the host of Vail Vibes, a show about all the amazing stuff going on here in Vail and surrounding areas I'm going to tell you all about so you don't miss a thing. And I just want to say that I love being part of this community, and it's an amazing place to be.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, live up here in Beaver Creek for your Friday on September the 22nd. Sun slowly making its way up and over the hillside. I see it casting some sunlight behind us over there on the backside of the hill on the way towards the Ritz-Carlton in Bachelor Gulch. It's going to be a sunny blue sky day around Eagle County. Great day for day number 2 of the Epicurean Adventure up in Beaver Creek. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But let's take a look at your weather report for Friday. And then we'll jump ahead. We'll look through the weekend. We have sunshine really today all the way through the middle of next week as far as I can tell so far. 47 will be our temperature at 8 o'clock in Vail first thing this morning. We're going to see 73 for the high temperature in Vail, probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to have a breeze picking up today, 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the west-southwest, and it's going to create some dust storms around Eagle County, so just be aware of that. Your hourly forecast, breezy and sunny all day long. Temperatures low to mid-70s will be the hottest time of the day, probably 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For Denver, temperatures today, mid-80s, so 84 and sunny. For Vail, Avon, and Eagle, 73, 74, and 75 will be your high temperatures, and bright sunshine all around Eagle County. Then tonight, clear skies, sun setting at 7:05. Excuse me, southwest breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour. It'll continue to be windy this evening. We'll see a low of about 35 degrees tonight. Jumping ahead for the 5 days, Saturday, 65 degrees for the high temperature and bright sunshine, sunny and 69 for Sunday, sunny and 74 for Monday, 75 and sunny for both Tuesday and Wednesday. And our evening lows are going to be 32 for Saturday night, 35 for Sunday night, and then upper 30s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And today is day number 2 of Beaver Creek's Epicurean Adventure. So Epicurean Adventure used to be called, for many years, it used to be called Hike, Wine, and Dine, where you would come and hike, and you would drink a lot of wine, and you would eat a lot of food. Now they've shifted gears, calling it the Epicurean Adventure now. So if you're epicurious about food at all, or wine, or pairings, or seminars, or activities to get outdoors and pair hiking, or 4x4 jeeping, or riding a horse, and then going to have a spectacular lunch, well, that's what's in store today. It's called Choose Your Adventure, and all the lunches from Choose Your Adventure will end up at Beano's Cabin. So if you want to go on a hike or a horseback ride or a Jeep tour, those are available on the website today at epicureanadventure.com, or go to beavercreek.com/epicureanadventure. The harvest dinner for tonight is sold out. The grand tasting for Saturday night, which is going to be taking place at Spruce Saddle, there's still plenty of tickets available. They're also doing an event today where, you know, it's a leisurely walk through Beaver Creek Village. You can go to different restaurants. You can have some great food paired with some great wine and cocktails. And then they also have, obviously, shopping galore in the middle of Beaver Creek Village. That's another one that's available on the website. Space is limited at all the events, so if you want to get going early today, maybe you want to go on a horseback ride today or a Jeep tour and have lunch up at Beano's, it's a pretty good deal. This is where you want to be able to do that for sure. Epicurean Adventure, once again, in Beaver Creek. It used to be Hike, Wine, and Dine. You can go to beavercreek.com for more information on that. It's nice up here first thing this morning. I don't think we've hit 40 degrees yet. It's still a little bit chilly. That's why I got the beanie on. But we're glad you're with us today on TV8. This is Good Morning Vail. We're 7 days a week from 7 to 9. All right, we got a quick break coming your way. Then we're going to check back in with Robbie Whittle, our sports reporter, and update you more on high school sports around Eagle County. And then we have a look at the CU Buffs and also the Denver Broncos. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vale.
Everybody, welcome back. So earlier in the show, we had a chance to find out what's happening with the Battle Mountain Huskies and with the Eagle Valley High School and Vail Mountain School, Vail Christian, volleyball, soccer, football, you name it. Robbie's got some great reporting going on. He loves being out there. I've talked to a lot of parents from a lot of the kids that Robbie's actually interviewed for the sports show, and the kids are super happy. The parents absolutely love it. We're going to shift gears a little bit now as Robbie is going to start whittling down the core of the content, focusing a little bit more statewide, giving you a look at what's happening with the CU Buffs this weekend, last weekend, and also the Denver Broncos. Let's find out what Robbie has to say. Here's more of his sports report.
And for the second time this season, rival schools Vail Mountain School and Vail Christian matched up on the volleyball court. The Gore Rangers, following in the first matchup in August, were looking to steal one at home over the Saints. Inside the gym at Vail Mountain School, two longtime rivals met for the last time during the regular season to settle their differences on the volleyball court, visiting Vail Christian on the hunt for their 7th win of the season, while VMS hoped to pick up their 4th. Vail Mountain School drops the first 2 sets to Christian, but determined not to give up the third. 22-24, Gore Rangers on top of the Saints in the third. Lizzie Pratt puts it into play, and Vail Christian will go on the attack. Ball is pushed over the net right in the direction of Quincy Probramski, who taps it into empty space, and Vail Mountain School picks up a set, and now within 1. They'll win the next set as well to force a tiebreaker. Betty Bartok back to serve for the Saints. She puts it into play. The Gore Rangers set up Probramski, who can't clear the net on the spike. Vail Christian wins the tiebreaker to take the match and sweep rival school Vail Mountain School in the regular season. Head coach of Vail Christian, Brittany Branson, joined us for post-game chat.
All right, so for the second time this season, Vail Christian knocked off their rival school, Vail Mountain School, on the volleyball court and away this time. 3-2 was the final score. The 3-set victory went into overtime, but a good game all around. Joining me right now, head coach of Vail Christian, Brittany Branson. Now, Coach, what did you like from your team tonight?
I like that we won. We played very well in the first 2 sets. I think Vail Mountain School did a very good job staying in system. We couldn't really get them out of system in those the third and the 4th set. The energy was very good in the 5th. I'm glad that we were able to pull through. We had some good stats. Our libero had 24 digs, and then our freshman outside hitter had a double-double with 13 digs and 16 kills. So very happy with that. I'm just glad that we were able to pull it through. I know this gets emotional, and the rival is big, so I was just glad that we were able to pull the win.
Okay, and what does a win like this kind of do for your team's confidence? You knocked them off 3-0 at home. That probably felt pretty good. You know, you swept them there. But, 3-2 here on their turf.
Yeah.
What does that kind of do for your team's confidence?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it through the game, playing together. I mean, this is always going to be a high-energy game, whether it's home or away. So there was moments that they took the energy and we tried to get it back, and it was kind of back and forth for a while. But we really tried to focus on playing together, not, going at each other's throats and stuff. So coming together, eye contact, being positive. And, I wish we would have done it in 3, but it is what it is, and we're ready to go work tomorrow and prepare for Friday.
Okay, and let's talk about the resilience of your squad a little bit tonight. You guys go up 2-0. You probably think you have it in the bag right then and there. It seems like all the momentum's on your side of the court. But then Vail Mountain School bounces back, puts up the next 2 sets. You got a tie game at 2-2. Take it into a 4th set. You guys get the victory 15-4 in that tiebreaker.
Yeah.
What does that kind of just speak on the resilience of your squad?
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to be very good about, we've gone up 2-0 a lot, and so we've talked a lot about finishing. Like I said, I wish we would have done it in 3, but that's something we talk about constantly, is pushing on the gas pedal the whole time, not being done until we are 25, 25, 25, and we're out the door. So I think it was awesome that they dug deep and found a way to get the win. Like I said, I give a lot of credit to VMS. They did a wonderful job. They totally mixed it up at different rotations. We're really trying anything to get us to get the win, and they did a great job staying in system, getting us out of system. But I'm just happy that we pulled through in the 5th set.
That's awesome to hear. And, this is a small gym that we're in. You can hear just about every, noise, and it gets super loud in here. How helpful is that student section to have behind you when you guys are rallying back and forth on the court? They get loud just about every chance they can. How beneficial is it to have a loud student section like that backing y'all up?
Yeah, always. I mean, home and away, it's great that they traveled. We really appreciate that. I think the girls enjoy it. It definitely builds them up. We just got to be better about when we get down, trying to get that energy up and getting the crowd behind us, because I felt like the 5th set was obviously definitely the loudest. But if we could maybe carry that sooner, we'd maybe walk out with the 3-0. So.
Okay, and you guys are now moving up to 7-2 overall, 5-0 in league play. You got a tough one against Meeker, who's sitting at the top of your league right now. Is there anything you'd like to carry over from tonight's game into that matchup with Meeker?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough match. They're very composed, well coached, don't make a lot of errors. So I think us being mentally tough, being disciplined, and being composed pretty much like them. I mean, tonight I felt like the 3rd and 4th set, we lacked that. So learning from that, I talked to them about we got to really come and work tomorrow and Thursday and prepare for Meeker. So yeah, that's what I would think we just need to take tonight, is playing together, being a little more mentally composed and disciplined.
All right, got anything you want to add?
No, go Saints.
Go Saints, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. With the win tonight, Vail Christian improves to 7-2 on the season, 5-0 in league play, and they will have a big testament of a matchup coming up later this week against Meeker, and that game will be played at home with that student section rallying behind them.
Staying on the volleyball court, things got hot and gypsum Tuesday night as the visiting Glenwood Springs Demons took on the Eagle Valley Devils. Eagle Valley would get the win over Glenwood Springs, sweeping the Demons 3-0. Eagle Valley, they improved to 11-4 on the season, while Glenwood Springs, they dropped to 8-4. And just when you thought we were done talking about volleyball, a final game happened Tuesday night as Battle Mountain hosted Summit. The most popular sports program in the country just keeps building, going higher, higher, and higher in notoriety. Not only did Colorado football enter their matchup with CSU undefeated on the season, it's safe to say they have some new high-caliber fans. If you had told me Lil Wayne, Offset, and Kawhi Leonard would all be standing sideline at CU's matchup with Colorado State, I'd look you dead in the face and say no chance. Kawhi doesn't even go to his own games, but sure enough, he showed up in Boulder Saturday night. CSU on the attack early. Nicolosi looking to hit Torrey Horton, but Shiloh Sanders picks him off and turns on the Jets. Sanders will travel 80 yards to the crib, and Buffs fans, they're going to start thinking this game's going exactly as planned, but the Rams came to play. We'll see a little trick play action here from the Rams as Nicolosi passes back to Horton, who will hit the tight end Holker right in the breadbasket for 6. Rams make it a tie game and will eventually take the lead. Pass from Sanders to Hunter is good, but he loses the football. It's picked up by Ron Harge, who goes 40 yards on the scoop and score. Colorado State making a statement behind enemy lines early, and then came the most controversial part of the game, and perhaps the season. Sanders looking downfield, makes the pass to Hunter. Ball never gets there, and Hunter takes a big shot to the chest area by the defensive back from Boulder, Henry Blackburn. Laundry flies on the field, and Hunter heads to the hospital. We later find out his liver was lacerated, and he'll miss at least 4 weeks. But that's not all. Blackburn and his family would begin receiving death threats for his actions. But Coach Prime would later clear the air in a press conference Tuesday, saying he and Hunter forgive Blackburn for his actions. Now back to the game. Sanders, with time, late in the first, looking downfield and connects with Xavier Weaver for the 24-yard touchdown to tie the game up. Colorado in a dogfight with in-state rival CSU. After an impressive 2-minute drive to tie the game up in the fourth, we head to overtime and eventually double OT. This game went on so long I lost 2 camera batteries and had to pull out the phone, but we still got the job done. Sanders looking for options. He finds Michael Harrison for 6. They'll go for 2 and get it. CSU down 8 will try to answer on 4th down. Nicolosi passes. It's airborne and beat down in the end zone. Colorado picks up their 3rd win of the season and their 92nd Rocky Mountain Showdown victory. It wasn't pretty, but a win is a win, Coach Prime told the media after the game.
We showed that we were resilient. We showed that we would fight. We showed that we had no surrender or give up in us. And that's a lot for a team that's fairly new. As you say, we just got together. So I'm truly proud of our men as well as our coaches and staff, sports staff, and so forth. Not happy with the way we played, but I'm happy with the win.
With the win, Colorado remains undefeated on the year, but falls back a couple spots in the AP poll as they were expected to handle CSU a little better than they did. They'll turn their attention to their first conference matchup of the season against Oregon, which should give us a good idea of how the Buffs will fare in conference play the rest of the regular season. That game is slated for Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Colorado isn't the only undefeated team in the Centennial State this year, though. Over the weekend, Air Force picked up their 3rd straight win over fellow Mountain West school Utah State, the Falcons. They're going to turn their attention to another conference opponent in San Jose State in Week 4. Kickoff is going to come Friday at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Staying on the gridiron, but shifting our focus to Division II football, you'll notice Mines holding their head high as the number 2 team in the country for the 4th week running. Fellow RMAC Conference school Western Colorado also on the board at 19 as they knocked off CSU Pueblo, but this means we lose the Thunderwolves from last week's poll in the top 25 as they were handed their first loss of the season from the Mountaineers. Now we'll shift gears and look at the Broncos, not where you'd like to see them sitting entering Week 3 as they have 2 losses and no wins on their schedule. Safe to say Russell Wilson played his best game of the year, though. The Broncos would hold on to the lead over the Commanders until the beginning of the 4th quarter, but slip and wind up falling 33-35. Not going to lie, starting off 0-2 is pretty hard to bounce back from, especially in the NFL. I'm not counting the Broncos out just yet of playoff contention, but it may be worth saying that it's a possibility. We'll see what this team can do this weekend as they travel to Miami to take on a tough Dolphins team. But anyway, make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage in the Valley and around the state. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvale.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vale Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vale.
Welcome back to this Friday morning edition of Good Morning Vale. I'm Kimberly Perot, your host for today. Exciting things happening here on the couch. Joining me is performer, singer, I would say super community member, Michelle Cohen-Levy. How are you, Michelle?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing so good. So I love talking to you. Your energy is so infectious. So tell me a little bit about yourself. You do basically everything.
Yeah, I definitely like to joke that I get involved in absolutely everything. I moved here about 9 years ago to work at the synagogue here, to work at B'nai Vail. And of course, I can't just end up somewhere and only do one thing. So I am also a gig musician. I play music and shows all over Eagle County and beyond. And I'm a victim services advocate and a hospital chaplain and a homeschool mother of 3 and all kinds of things. I just love getting involved in anything that I think can make the community better.
That's great. So let's start at the top. So you work at the synagogue. Tell me a little bit about your role there and what you have going on.
Yeah, well, I'm the cantor at the synagogue, which for those of you who don't know, it's a role that's similar to a rabbi, but sort of the musical version of that. So I'm a clergy person there, and I lead services weekly with the rabbi and officiate life cycle events, and I run all of our educational programming, our Hebrew school and our religious school, and just most things that happen at the synagogue, I'm there for it.
That's amazing. And so you moved here initially for that, and then you've become involved in so many other things. And
yes.
You're part of the Vail Theater Company. So tell me a little bit more about what you have going on there. I know there's some exciting shows happening.
Yeah, we've really been ramping things up at the Vail Valley Theater Company these last few years. After COVID, it was really tough. We couldn't perform, and for those of us who love to be involved in the community in that way, that was really challenging. And so I think people were really hungry for that after COVID. And we've had a ton of shows. We just wrapped up the production of Tony and Tina's Wedding, which was incredibly fun. And we are now working on our Halloween show. And this is the second year in a row that we've done it. It's a musical review style show, kind of think Glee if you've ever seen that show before. And we'll be just singing a bunch of really fun, like Halloween adjacent pop songs this year. Last year we did all kind of spooky songs that were from musical theater, and this year it's more pop songs. So we'll be doing like Monster Mash and Highway to Hell, and This Is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas. And the talent is incredible. There are so many people involved, and it's definitely a show you don't want to miss. Tickets are on sale now, and so if you go, just Google Vail Valley Theater Company, and you'll find it. And these shows always sell out, so you definitely want to get tickets as soon as you can.
So how many shows will you be doing?
We have, I believe, 4 performances of this show, so you'll be able to find a date that works for you.
That's wonderful. So you're also a musician, and you play at several venues in the Valley, but also you host some open mic nights as well. So tell me about your career as a musician.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually kind of started out just going to a bunch of open mics because we happen to have this very strong, very fun open mic community here in Eagle County. It's really cool. Everyone is very supportive of each other. There's opportunities for everyone, no matter what your experience or level of musicianship is, to get up and perform. And I started performing at open mics and ran into some people who also booked shows for other venues and just kind of started playing. And I play I've played almost every stage in Eagle County. There's some that I haven't, but almost. I'd love to get into agave at some point, but we'll figure that out. And I am hosting a Musicians Appreciation Day coming up. I'm really excited. It's the first time that I'm ever doing it, and I'm hoping it becomes an annual event. I so far have 35 local gig musicians who are coming, which is huge in a place like this. And we are going to be going to an undisclosed location where they're kind of going to get pampered for the day. There's a masseuse will be there to treat them, and there'll be photographers to do photo shoots for them, and videographers to make little clips for them, and a social media consultant if they need help in that department. There'll be workshops all day long, and I'm feeding them and just doing everything for them because they're all independent contractors. They don't have a place where they're working full time, where some businesses may provide an employee appreciation day for their employees, but most of them are not employees somewhere. And so I really wanted to do something nice for them.
I love that. I think it's so important. I think musicians and just in general, artists in general, are trying to make a career out of what they love and their passions. And so it's so difficult to make sure to jump back in it sometimes when you're trying to get gig after gig after gig. So I love that you came up with this idea. So how did you organize it? What inspired it? I feel like there's a story there.
I wish I had a real answer to that question. And I think the answer, honestly, is that I have ADHD and it's just rapid fire ideas all the time. And finally this one, I was like, you know what? It's time to actually take one of those ideas and run with it. This feels doable. And I'm so excited because I have all of these vendors hired that are some of the best people in Eagle County. That I'm so excited. Not even the musicians, but all of the people who are doing all of the services and running all of the workshops are really amazing people in the community as well. And I'm excited to support them, and they're excited to support the musicians, and the musicians are excited that it's happening. And if there's anyone out there that would like to support these efforts in any way, you can go to my website and send me a message. My website is whatmichelledoes.com. And if you want to ask how to get involved and support all of these amazing people, I would be happy to chat with you.
Well, I love your website, whatmichelledoes.com. And after meeting you, very appropriate. Right? Given all the things that you're involved in here in the community. So we were talking about your story, how you ended up here in the Valley. So it was a really fun story. If you don't mind sharing it, I would love to tell people. It's a really unique.
Sure. So I was just out here visiting, and I'm Jewish, and I was so excited to check out the synagogue, and I had been a few times before, and I heard some buzz that there was a brand new rabbi, and really was excited to go meet him and check out what he did. And so I went to the service at the synagogue, and I went up to the rabbi before the service, and I introduced myself. Hello, I'm Michelle Cohn-Levy, and I was just wondering, do you ever have any music in any of your services? And he was like, well, why? What do you do? And I said, well, I sing and play guitar. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, do you know a melody for Lechado D, which is just one of the prayers that happens toward the beginning of the service? And I said, yeah, I know 45 melodies for Lechado D. Which one do you want? He said, just pick one. I didn't have my guitar with me at the time because I was just planning on attending this service. And the service began, and he said, okay, this random person, Michelle's going to lead us in Lechado D now. And so I stood up in my seat, and I sang the prayer. And then throughout the rest of the service, he just kept saying, hey, Michelle, do you know a melody for this one? Do you know a melody for this one? Do you know a melody for this one? And I kept singing through the entire service. I knew everything he was asking. And they hired me starting the next day. This was a Friday night service for Shabbat, and I led their Shabbat morning service the next day with the rabbi and led all of the rest of their Shabbat services for the summer. I ended up extending my stay out here by an extra month and a half so I could do the whole summer season with the synagogue. I went back home. I was living in Washington, D.C. at the time. Went back home to go work at a synagogue there, and Rabbi Newman, who's the rabbi today still, this was a decade ago, he just called me all the time until finally I was like, all right, fine, I guess I'll move to Vail. And here I am now, 10 years later.
This big city girl became a mountain girl now.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's so awesome. I love just hearing your stories. It's really, really fun how you get involved into the community. Now, one last question. You mentioned you homeschool. So how do you fit everything and manage everything and keep all of the plates, you could say, in the air?
That is an amazing question, and I think the answer is with a lot of help from a lot of people from my community. So as much as I do for my community does for me, and that's something that I value really highly. I am a big proponent of asking for help when you need it and accepting help when you need it, offering things that you have to offer, and taking things that you need. I also run a Facebook page called Buy Nothing Eagle River County, and it's all about people asking for things and offering things that they need. You know, we all have things that we can offer, and we all have things that we want or need, and I feel like that's a pretty good example of just kind of my life philosophy. But yeah, the answer is, how do I do it with a lot of help? And I'm really grateful for the community that I have and the way that it presents itself in every facet of my life.
That's wonderful. So if people want to connect with you, find out all of the fun things, they can see you on all of the socials and your website at What Michelle Does.
That's right.
Awesome.
WhatMichelleDoes.com is my website, and on all of the socials you can find me at What Michelle Does.
Well, you sound like you are just the best person to get in touch with and to connect with if you really want to get plugged into the community. So thank you for all that you're doing, and your Musician Appreciation Day, very exciting stuff. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up in this second hour of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back. It is Friday morning, September 22nd. I'm your host, Kimberly Pro. We've got Mark Sassy out in the community talking about all things that are happening. Very exciting weekend here in town, even if we're heading into that slower season before it picks back up for the winter. This second hour, I had a conversation with Delta Dental and Women's Health. Very important. I would tune in for that. Vail Vibes, we'll be looking at that one, as well as Eagle Valley Library District and much more. So stay tuned. Hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up. Coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. This is hour number 2 of our Friday edition. We've got Kim in the studio. I made my way up into Minturn now. I was up in Beaver Creek for the first hour. We're going to roam around Minturn a little bit for the second hour. And we got about 31 degrees in Minturn this morning. So that sun is yet to make its way up and over the spectacularly colored hillside as we see a lot of the aspens really changing, taking on their fall colors right now up in the Minturn area. We're going to see temperatures midday, probably in the upper 70s, down valley, probably low to mid 70s right here in Minturn. For Vail, we're going to see about 47 degrees first thing this morning. We're going to see 73 for that high temperature in Vail Village, probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A breeze, getting breezy this afternoon, 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the west-southwest with dusty conditions. Wind's going to bring up a lot of the road dirt, so be aware of that. Sunshine, though, for really all the way through the middle of next week. Your hourly forecast showcasing that sunshine and pretty mild temperatures throughout the daytime, clear skies this evening. Denver today, 84 with some sunshine. For Vail, 73 and sunny. For Avon, 74 and sunny. And then for the town of Eagle, just to the west, we'll see 75 in bright sunshine. Tonight's going to be a clear evening with our sun setting at 7:05. 35 degrees will be our low temperature tonight. It will continue to be breezy, too, out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then as we jump ahead, the 5-day forecast for your weekend here in the Vail Valley for the Epicurean Adventure up in Beaver Creek. We're going to see 65 and sunny for Saturday, 69 in bright sunshine for Sunday. Evening lows are going to be in the low to mid 30s all the way through the middle of the week. For Monday, 74 and sunny for Vail, 75 and sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday. So shaping up to be another great week around Eagle County. Milder temperatures. Still lots of sunshine. Leaves are changing, as you can see. Beautiful out here on the Eagle River, the upper Eagle River. Sunshine making its way up and over the Dow Junction area. And that right up there, if you can see it, that is part of Lionshead Rock, what's left of Lionshead Rock. We're going to take a quick break from our Friday edition. When we come back, we've got Kim back in the studio, and I've got more from Minturn for another hour on Friday. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vale. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavale.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Hey there, everyone. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vale. And today's episode is another one you don't want to miss because it really is about helping you live your best life here in the Vail Valley. We got Mark Masters in the house today, and if you don't know who he is, he's the founder of the Vail Comedy Show and the Vail Comedy Festival, and you need to be here watching to learn how you can laugh in the Valley at any time. Join us for today's Good Day Vail.
Good morning, Vale.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vale. Now, I had a conversation earlier this week with the president of Delta Dental, and what you may not realize is how important it is for women to be aware of your oral health as you approach menopause and older. So let's take a look at that conversation. Now, welcome back to the show. As humans and as women in particular, we don't talk about the changes to our health as we approach the age of 50 and beyond, specifically how that is related to menopause. Now, Delta Dental of California conducted a survey that 70% of women experience these oral symptoms that they did not have prior to the age of 50, and only 3% of them have spoken with their dental hygienist or their dental provider. Joining us today to talk all about that survey, as well as what they can do, is president of Delta Dental, Sarah Shavaria. Thanks so much for joining us today. Sarah, how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Sarah, what did your research find in correlation with women and menopause as well as their oral health?
I think the most surprising thing we found is that 84% of women are unaware of the correlation between going through premenopause or menopause and their oral health. And that's significant when you consider the statistic you shared, that 70% of us have experienced at least one oral health symptom. And so when you think about the mouth as the gateway to our bodies and our overall health, creating awareness around that becomes really important.
It really does, and those are some of the symptoms that you wouldn't think about. And you know, the burning of the tongue and the tingling and the receding gum lines, you don't think about that being related to menopause. Now, how does menopause truly impact oral health?
Well, if you think about going through menopause, that's a hormonal change. And so lower estrogen levels means less saliva in your mouth. And so the ability to fight off small infections is impacted. the balance that we need to keep between that harmful and helpful bacteria in our mouths becomes important. And then, as you said, it presents itself in a few ways. You mentioned dry mouth, you mentioned your gums, right? Both receding gum lines and maybe bleeding gums, and even early indications of tooth decay.
Well, these symptoms definitely seem very significant. So how are women talking to their dentist? Are they talking to their dentist?
They are not. You said it. Only 2% are talking to their dentist. Only 1% are talking to that hygienist. And that's incredibly significant because you think about, we go to the dentist twice a year. We maybe go to the primary care physician once a year. So that's 2 healthcare checkpoints where we could be addressing our symptoms and really starting the conversation about the changes our bodies are experiencing as we're going through pre or menopause.
Now, I love what you do, and I love that you're president of Delta Dental and just the awareness that you as a company are creating. So what changes are you hoping to see as women really become aware of the links? You had mentioned that, the mouth is the gateway to the body. So tell us a little bit more about what you're hoping to see from that.
Well, I feel really encouraged. I think all of us at Delta Dental do. So I'll share that 77% of the women who participated in this survey said they're going to prioritize scheduling a visit with their dentist. I love that. Some of the women I've talked to today have, brought that awareness to the forefront and said the same. And look, I'm just really excited that we have this opportunity to help break down the stigma of talking about menopause. I've been personally excited over the last year to see that folks like yourselves and other places are really starting to open up some channels so we can have these conversations, share stories, and then do things like we're doing and bring some data to the forefront so we know what to look for, so we can have better conversations with the healthcare providers that we interact with about our bodies and our health.
I think what's exciting about this conversation is that our bodies are constantly changing, and I know at times people think that they're too far gone to go after and change their oral health. So what can women do to change their oral health and really improve and take as much preventative measure as possible?
Well, it's never too late, and there's some really simple things we can do. Look, drinking water is good for you overall, and it's really good for us as we go through menopause because, like I said, less saliva means hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Simply brush your teeth twice a day, floss once a day, and go see the dentist twice a year. Those are just some really simple things. And then recognize if you have some of these oral health symptoms, and if you do, have that conversation with your dentist. Maybe it's a little intimidating because the space isn't that private, but if you talk about the symptom or send an email ahead of time, it's a great way to start the conversation.
Well, to me, that sounds pretty simple. Dentist twice a year, brush twice a day, floss once a day. So nothing more than 3 times, and it's just easy to stay on top of that all. Well, Sarah, where can we go for more information?
We've put a lot of information. We know that 26% of us are looking for it online at ddins.co/healthy aging.
Wonderful. Well, Sarah, you are so pleasant and you have such a great smile. And I think you are the face and the embodiment of really taking initiative of your oral health here. So we appreciate all of the information that you've shared with us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we appreciate all that you do.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for having me and participating in the conversation.
Excellent. Well, thank you to Delta Dental as well for spearheading this conversation and for breaking down the barriers to have conversations about oral health and its relation to menopause. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vale.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Anyway, welcome back to the show. Joining me, I got Timmy McAdow, one of our senior guides here at Minturn Anglers. You were telling me off camera, man, that you were doing a wade trip yesterday and the fishing was absolutely lights out.
It was good, yeah. After that rain yesterday morning, it was definitely nice. It turned on really good.
It did?
Yeah.
He's so quiet about it right now. Inside the shop, you're like, I have not seen a blue wing olive hatch like that and since you can remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think this year, because the water's been so high for so long, we haven't seen the water, levels this high for into such the fall. So I think it's been helping the fishing out.
And also, you're a predominantly a float fishing guide. So this whole wade fishing thing for you, which you're all good, you can do all of it, but you're like, wow, you're like, if wade fishing is like this,
I could do it every day.
I could do it every day. What do you got? You got a trip going out today?
Yeah, we got the same deal, full day wade, so we'll kind of head back out there. And
10 people today?
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a big group.
And then you're taking the same group tomorrow floating, right?
Yeah, we're going to probably head to the Roaring Fork out there.
Oh, good.
It'll be a good time, yeah. Get to see a little bit of the whole valley and a little...
And we're seeing like leaves changing everywhere. It's starting
not
to really...
everywhere, but definitely up here in the higher country, but down like in the lower, it's not as changing.
You hunting yet?
I hunted a little bit. I hunted for like a week, and then now I'm back to fishing, so it's been fun. But
Wade fishing.
Yeah, wade fishing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we'll get into the pheasant hunting and stuff here in October, and...
oh yeah, your dog's ready to do some bird hunting, right? Your dog's probably fired up.
I know, he's freaking out.
Hey, if you want to go fishing with Minturn, you want to go fishing with this cat right here, Timmy, give us a call at the shop. Say, hey, I want to go fish with Timmy McAdow. And we'll do that, all right? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
All right, hey, real quick, we're going to take a break. After the break, actually, we're not going to take a break. We're going to toss right now. We're going to take a look at Carrie Hogan. She is with Knapp Ranch. Knapp Harvest, Knapp Everything, all organic, delicious food and meals and gardens. We had a chance to catch up with Carrie. Let's take a look.
Welcome back. Now I have our local favorite, Carrie Hogan, joining us today with Nap Harvest. Carrie, how are you?
I'm doing great. Summer's just moving along, isn't it?
Hard to believe.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we are coming up into the beautiful fall season.
I love fall up here.
It's just going to be stunning, but
yes,
not to mention we still have wonderful produce and delicious summer flavors here.
Oh my goodness, the heirloom tomatoes that are coming into Nap Harvest are beautiful. They're works of art. They're all the different colors and the shapes and the flavor profiles. It's just really delicious time of year to be eating basil with fresh tomatoes and a little mozzarella cheese, you know, all that wonderful stuff. And the plums and the peaches and the apricots and the cherries that are in the store right now are just gorgeous. You've got to come down. Every day is something different gets delivered fresh from all our hardworking farmer partners up and down the valley, up and down Colorado, just, you know, working hard to bring that fresh produce to you. Just gorgeous looking things. I can't say it enough, I don't think.
I love that. You know, and you don't get that variety in a national grocery chain.
No, and here's the other thing is that, you know, we pick those up weekly. So we get 2 times a week fresh deliveries from farmers who have just picked them. That's a lot different than coming from Chile, being picked in Chile, a little bit underripe, sitting on a ship and coming over to the grocery store. By the time it's gotten to the grocery store, first of all, it's not been ripened under the sun. So it's lost a lot of its vitamin and mineral content, all the things that are really good for you, never mind the taste. I mean, I think we've all had the tomato that is so disappointing that you just are like, I don't even think I like tomatoes anymore. And the difference between that and an heirloom is huge. And, you know, put your money where your mouth is.
Well, I could say it's definitely converted me. I love a fresh heirloom tomato. I was not a tomato fan.
Is that, well, and that's probably why.
Really nice,
yeah,
good tomato.
Exactly. Even the cherry tomatoes are just not, they don't have the flavor. So you really have to search out that, you know, produce that's local. It makes all the difference in the world. When you pick something from your backyard and bring it right to the table, you know you can taste the difference. And the same thing happens here. So, you know, all of our farmers work so hard. Come in, help support their families, help support all of those people that work so hard to bring you nutritious food.
I just love that. I think it's so cool. Now, do you source new farmers all the time, or do you work with the same vendors? Tell me a bit
We're
about
always looking for new vendors, but we, you know, I would say that, you know, most of the time we're supporting our same farmers. You know, they're the bigger farmers that can supply all the way to Eagle.
Sure.
So some of these, you know, Anita's is great in Palisades. There's just a lot. We use a lot of different Mountain Freshies. Farm runners will bring produce from all over the slope, Western Slope, and bring it to you. So yeah, it's really fun to, you know, look and see what do they have this week, what's on the list. And it's really exciting then to watch it come in the door. And, you know, we have recipe ideas. Also, to accompany all of that, we have this beautiful Caleb's Catch wild caught Alaskan fish that he goes up to Alaska, flash freezes it on his boat, and brings it down for us. It is delicious. Pick up a piece of fish and some of that fruit, Palisade peaches, and, you know, or oranges or something with the chicken. What was Second Nature Gourmet. Sorry, I just was thinking.
It all sounds delicious.
Yeah, she. That's what I was trying to pull up. Is she has on her menu. Second Nature Gourmet is our catering company. A grilled orange and mahi, which sounded so good. And so she's also got this blackened salmon with a lime blanc sauce. So Second Nature is our gourmet company. She's got her own website, secondnaturegourmet.com. Beautiful summer menu. You can find all sorts of ideas on there to buy for your special gathering, whether it's 5, whether it's 50, whether it's 500. Marla can do parties, whatever your size is. And you can go onto that menu, you can pick all sorts of things. There's a lot of a la carte items, there's family items, family meals, things like that. So there's something for every pocketbook. And I know how busy summer gets. So to reach out to her and, you know, she'll deliver it fresh to your door, that's a time saver and sometimes a face saver. If you have people coming over for dinner and you're like, oh my God, I don't have the time to do it. So that's also good. And then in Nap Harvest, we have her organic pre-made meals already for you to pick up, take home, heat up, and serve to your family. So you've got great to-go food. Again, shrimp scampi and Palisade peaches and beet salads and cucumber salads and all sorts of things, a Thai noodle salad. So really, you're getting a chef to cook for you and prepare a meal that you can take home, and it's quite the time saver for sure.
It's just a wide variety of flavors, and it sounds like you can get something that has complexity in the dish, and then also, if you have a family, probably something that's a little bit more simple for those picky eaters.
Exactly. And if you've got your protein figured out, maybe you just go onto the website to get the a la carte sides that are so special, or vice versa. So, it really can help you with whatever it is you need. So secondnaturegourmet.com, I really encourage you to check it out. Chef Marla's quite talented.
Oh, it sounds like she makes delicious seafood dishes, amongst other things.
Yes.
But then I love that you have fresh caught fish in the market, because gone is the myth of you don't eat seafood in a mountain town. Yes, you do. Here
Yes, you can. When you've got Caleb delivering straight to the door, are you kidding? And then also Vail Meat Company. They are very responsible in the way they choose their meat, and they pasture raise it. So again, you've got beautiful meats right here in Vail, Colorado, that have had a pretty good view. Their lives in a happy life, and no hormones. So, again, feeding your family is important to keep all those nutrients, keep those hormones away, keep us as healthy as possible with your food. So we, got to watch where you get your food, and that'll make a big difference. There's so many diseases and things out there, and linking to all sorts of things, Roundup and cancer and Roundup and poisoning your food it's just not a good idea.
It really is so important. No, I just love all that you have at Nap Harvest. I would say it's probably going to be hard to eat anywhere else once you start going there.
I have a very hard time. And then don't forget our Nap's Nectar honeys.
Oh, you can't forget the honey.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's the time of year now where the bees are very, very busy, and we're bringing in honey from everywhere. So we've got more than 31 hives now. I'll have to get a current count, but we manage hives up and down the valley.
Okay.
So we have Eagle Valley wildflower honey that's a mixture of all that, but we also have hyperlocal honey. So our master beekeeper, Carmen, separates and bottles different honeys from different areas. So Lake Creek, for instance, the wildflowers up there are going to be a lot different than an Eagle and Gypsum. And the wildflower honey up there is beautiful. It's got a great intense flavor. The bees have lots of wildflowers to feed on. Then we have Cholera Creek, which was Cordillera. It's now called Colorado Creek in respect for the indigenous Indians. And that is beautiful. It has a little bit of rabbit brush taste to it.
Wow.
And, very interesting. Eagle Gypsum's thicker, more amber. Again, they're feeding on all sorts of things down there. So it's fun to grab some different honeys and do your own honey tasting. I've been a wine sommelier my whole life, and now honey entrances me too, because it depends on what they're feeding on. So you really taste the difference between each honey. It's just amazing.
And to see the rich different colors and the variety of amber, it's beautiful. It really is.
It really is. And plus, really good for you, right?
And I'm sure you've got all kinds of exotic honeys there as well.
We do. So like from Hawaii, if I could pronounce the flower, I would. But beautiful, and it's very creamy looking. It looks like a creamed honey, if you've ever seen creamed honey, and that's usually done by whipping it and adding more oxygen. This is just straight out of the hive like that.
That's incredible.
And I have to admit to eating a jar like pudding. It's just delicious. And then we've got Tupelo honey. And the stories of how they collect these honeys from these bees is incredible. So we've got lots of things to talk to you about when you come down with honeys. We've got a whole wall full of honey facts. Honey lasts forever. They found it in King Tut's tomb, completely fine.
Wow.
And by the way, if your honey crystallizes, good. That means it's real honey. Honey is the number 3 most adulterated product in the United States.
Wow.
So that means they're adding rice syrups, they're adding corn syrup, they're adding things to make that honey, which takes away all the benefits. Also, if the FDA, if it's heated up to a certain degree, it kills all the benefits too. So the key is, first of all, come in and Nap Harvest. You can buy it from a local honey a beekeeper, but if you're in the grocery store and that's where you are and that's all you can find, is you look for where it comes from. So it's at least got to say Oregon, Colorado Springs, I don't care. It has to have a place to it, or else you have no idea what's in that jar of honey. Those bears, So they're fine for whatever, but they're not getting all of those benefits that you get from honey. Anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, unbelievable, And Carmen also makes creams and lip balms and soaps down there that are from the products that the bees produce in the hive: propolis, beeswax, honey. So really good stuff for your skin. And again, they're very, very natural, but really good for you. So it's a great way to treat your body and your soul when you're, to me, when you are buying and eating correctly, there's something that really feels good about that.
When you just walk in the door at Nap Harvest.
I'll tell you, it's hard not to just spend my whole paycheck there. It really is.
imagine.
Fresh flowers, gifts, honeys, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables,
Seafood,
coffees, anything.
Meats, anything
fresh
that you
bread,
could need.
everything. Meats, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Carrie, tell us where to go for more information.
That's a really good idea. So we are in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road, right next to Color Coffee, and we're open 7 days a week. Indoor farmers market, and we're open Mondays through Fridays, new hours starting in August 1st, 8 till 7, and then Saturdays and Sundays 10 till 6. So come see us. We're right there. So much to do in Eagle these days. Come visit us.
I love that. Well, Carrie, we always love having you here on the couch. It's so nice to hear
you.
about all of the local produce and edibles and things that you offer at Nap Harvest. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We will be right back after this quick break.
Good morning, Vale.
Purchase an Access card and save 20% at participating retailers between now and September 30th. Each card purchased provides 1 full day of a professional adaptive assistance for a person in need. Your $55 donation allows Access Unbound to continue doing incredible work in our community. Shop local, support local, and make an incredible impact. Buy yours at au-accesscard.org.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvale.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vale Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Good. Another one of my guides, Timmy Pinella. What up, Timmy? Everybody's getting rallied up here to go fishing today. We got a lot of people showing up. It's going to be a good day on the river. As you can see, sunshine making its way up and over the water tower here in Minturn. Blue skies, bright blue skies first thing. And temperatures now starting to slowly warm up. Let's take a look at your weather for the day. We are going to see, low to mid 40s first thing this morning. We're going to get to be about 73 degrees in Vail, probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a big breeze kicking in later on today too, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Winds out of the west-southwest, and sunshine all for Eagle County over the course of your day today. As you look at that hourly forecast, bright sunshine, clear skies tonight, and breezy conditions. Your I-70 drive, 84 in Denver today. Sunshine along the Front Range. Sunshine all around Eagle County too. 73 for Vale, 74 for a high for Avon, 75 for a high for Eagle in the Gypsum area. And then tonight we're going to see 35 degrees will be the low temperature. Sun setting at 7:05. Clear skies all night long, and the winds will continue to be persistent out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Jumping ahead with that 5-day forecast, we've got sunshine all the way through the middle of next week. And we have temperatures kind of hovering mid to upper 60s for the weekend, low to mid 70s for the first 3 days of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 65 for Saturday, 69 for Sunday, 74 for Monday, and then 75 for Tuesday and Wednesday, and bright sunshine. Evening lows, though, definitely cool. Like I said before, it was 31 degrees here in Minturn this morning at 8 o'clock. It was 34 degrees in Beaver Creek this morning at 7 o'clock. So cool in the morning, then sunny, a good time to kind of get out and really embrace and explore the valley. And a great way to do that, your exploration, on a bike, on an e-bike, on a Wildside e-bike. Avisha with Vail Vibes had a chance to catch up with the owner of Wildside, Paul Heels. Let's find out more.
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. Avisha Scarborough here, and today we're coming to you from Nottingham Park in Avon, and I'm about to take you for a ride on the wild side. Wildside e-bikes. They get you to where you need to go fast. I got to explore Avon and Vale by bike in a way that was not above my endurance abilities. And even though my bike had a motor and throttle, I still got to work out while doing it, thanks to being able to lower the assistance levels. Wildside owner Paul Heels says you could always get plenty of exercise depending on which of the 5 power levels you choose.
You can use one of our bikes and use it in the lowest power mode and do more of a workout. You can turn the power off completely, and you'll have plenty of exercise. Alternatively, you can turn it up to number 5 and just kick back and cruise from A to B.
Paul has owned a successful ski luggage company for years, but it was some unfortunate bike rides in high humidity that inspired him to get into e-bikes.
Using a bike as a commuter vehicle, a mode of transportation, which I was doing, and I was riding what I call a regular old ice cream bike. Had to pedal it all over the place. I would be getting hot and sweaty. My shirts would be pitted out within about 5 minutes of riding. And my wife looked at me when I was grumbling one day and she says, well, get an e-bike. And I said, not a bad idea, but I don't want a run-of-the-mill e-bike. I want something cool.
So he designed a bike drawing inspiration from the motorcycles of the 1950s, which seemed to epitomize cool. Once he was happy with the design,
this is the battery.
He decided to build it into a brand, and that's how Wildside came to be. Here he is showing us one of his most popular bikes, the Paris, which is designed to look more like a classic cruiser than a motorcycle. Paul says one of the best parts about Wildside's bikes are the accessories. From the helmets to baskets, these accessories are a stylish addition. Paul says some people aren't ready to embrace e-bikes, but he suggests they change their perspective a little.
Well, I think anybody riding an e-bike, the first thing somebody says to them that's on what we call an analog bike now, a regular bike, is cheater. You know, people shout cheater. That's really not what electric bikes are about. The question to me is, well, Who are they cheating? Who are they trying to beat? Our bikes are, as I like to say, a mode of transportation. They get people from A to B, and you can have fun while you're doing it.
Wildside's company motto is dedicated to reawakening the spirit of your inner child. And this artwork behind him is a reminder of that.
That's our inner child. See, that's one of the things that we found with Wildside, was when you get on this bike, however young or however old you are, however experienced or inexperienced you are at riding a bike, there's something about jumping on a Wildside electric bike that puts a smile on your face, and all of a sudden you have fun. And all of a sudden it takes you back to your youth, when you had a bicycle, and all of a sudden you had your independence. And you could leave mum and dad alone. You could go off to the park. You could go play with your friends, you know.
I know my inner child was happy this day. And if you want to take a test drive on the Wildside, you can visit the Wildside Bike Showroom in Avon. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Good morning, Vail.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Lionshead Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lionshead Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It is Friday, so you know what that means. That means that Eagle Valley Library District is here in studio to talk about all the things that they have coming up. Joining me today is Tegan, who I love having conversations with.
Thank you.
How are you, Tegan?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm
this
good.
morning?
Happy Friday.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Now, we are in the middle of September. Well, I guess we're at the end of September now,
Yeah.
which means weather's changing,
Yes.
kids are back in school,
Yes.
things are up and running. So what is going on at the Library District?
So we've got our after-school programs. We're
gearing up because they're about to launch in October. So we have after-school programs up and down the valley. So Gypsum, Eagle, and Avon. So Gypsum is Fun Fridays. So you can come to Friday, come to the library on Fridays after school, and we have loads of activities for you. And then Avon is What's Up Wednesdays, and Eagles is Thumbs Up Thursdays. We went for alliteration.
A lot of alliteration.
Having a hard time with it. So after school is for any elementary age student. They can come in. We have, sometimes you need to sign up just so that we have enough supplies, but we have all sorts of activities, STEM-based art, all throughout the year.
I love that.
Yeah.
So What's Up Wednesdays, Thumbs Up Thursdays,
Yep.
and then Fun Fridays.
Yep, Fun Day Friday. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. So again, back half of the week, so you can come in and have a good time.
As parents are going, what do we do with our kids?
Right.
As we head into the weekend, they've got all this built-up energy.
Yep.
Put them in the program.
Come
let
on
them have
into the
some
library.
fun.
Yep, and we'll keep them busy. Keep them busy.
That's great. So weather's getting colder. So are you seeing an uptick in people coming into the library?
We do.
Tell me about that.
We do. So again, we're a third space, so people can come in at any of our open hours. They can work, they can have their meetings, and again, as it gets colder, we do have story times, again, up and down the valley, because as it gets colder, there's harder things to do with littles. So we encourage anyone 0 to 5 to come in and visit our story times. We have baby, toddler, preschool, bilingual, and family story times up and down the valley.
Oh, great. Now, I feel like this might be a silly question, but you mentioned people coming in to work.
Yes.
So, let's say I wanted to come in and work
Yeah.
for the afternoon. Do you allow food and snacks in there?
Great question. So you can bring in your laptop. We would prefer if you could please keep any type of drink with a lid on it, just to prevent accidents. And then as far as food, Little Munchies is fine. Please don't bring in a tuna salad. We're okay. And then in regards to our zones, so we do have louder zones, obviously our kids area and our teen area, and then we have our quieter zones. And so we do see a lot of people coming in and using us as a workspace in our quieter zones. And of course, we do get after school studies and some tutoring that is all happening in the library.
So you really are I guess you could say, a jack of all trades, or a place where anybody can come and
We try to be, yes. And if we don't have the needs, just let us ask. Ask us, and then we'll try to get you find a place in the community that would fit your needs.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So we're in the school season,
yes,
which means lots of learning, lots of things happening. Now, you and I were talking about some really interesting facts for kids. So tell me a little bit about words and vocabulary and all the fun things.
Right. And so previously talking about literacy and picking up vocabulary, and children's books have 50% more rare words than you'll see in the newspaper, than you'll see on adult TV. And so there's richness in children's books. So I encourage everyone to check out children's books because they're awesome. But I think a lot of times when I say, more vocabulary, people think homework, I'm going to be with a dictionary reading a book. And I wanted to ensure that children's books are fun and it can be light. So I brought in Chicken Cheeks.
I love the title of this book,
and it's
Chicken Cheeks.
Chicken Cheeks, and it's all about different vocabulary for a certain part of the body. And some parents, kids get stuck on a certain word for the part of the body. So this will introduce new vocabulary words. Instead of using one, you can use tushy, or we've got moose caboose. And again, one of my kangaroo keister. And let's get to
Keister's a good one.
Keister's a great one.
I'm used to hearing old people say it,
right?
But I think it would be so fun to hear a 6-year-old use the word keister.
Right? And I just want to hear a 6-year-old say. So this is the best rhyme ever, which is duck-billed platypus gluteus maximus. So this book is filled with rich vocabulary, but it's fun, it's silly. So vocabulary can be fun and silly, and you can gain a lot of words through children's books, and you can have a good time doing it.
Yeah, I love that. I think I need to start reading children's books because
amazing.
I constantly want to expand my vocabulary, and I think about, you know what? I'll just start marking down words from the dictionary,
laugh.
Synonyms. That is much better.
Have a good time.
Because then you associate it with something fun and
something fun and funny, and then you can walk around and you just have a ton of words that you can use. I keep landing on the turkey. Rhinoceros rump, giraffe back half. It's just a good time.
It's a great time, and I love the animation and the artwork in this book.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing I think with children's book is the artwork is so rich. So you got the gems of the words, but then you also have the rich illustration.
It's just so positive.
Right.
In a world that's filled with a lot of fact and other things.
Yeah, it can be light and fun. Vocabulary can be light and fun.
I love that. So are you starting to see things a little bit busy? We are heading into a shoulder season, but that doesn't mean that it slows down for you.
No, so we're about to hit our uptick in issuing new library cards at our Avon batch in particular, because we're starting to see the workforce come in. And so thank you for bringing that up, because it's a good reminder that anyone can come in and get a library card, whether you're visiting and you're only here for a week or a month, or you're working here part-time, full-time, or you live here, you can come into the Eagle Valley Libraries, Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and get a library card. And you can check out, Chicken Cheeks or whatever else.
Is this available in audio? That's what I want to
know. Probably on Libby. I bet you on Libby they might have the e-audio version of this. And I'm curious who the reader is, if it is. But you can come into our libraries, and hopefully we have anything that your heart desires, and you can check it out.
And that's great. And you mentioned the e-audio. So for those that are visiting that want to get a library card, they can still be connected, still access resources, and make it worth their time.
Yep. If you can't visit us during our open hours, you can get a library card online and access their digital resources.
Awesome. Well, Tegan, we love having you here. Anything else that you want to share with us?
Yeah, just come say hi. Come say hi.
Awesome. Speaking of, how's the Spark Studio? Are you getting a lot of people?
Yes. So we're we're coming into fall, so we're launching like our kids programs, our teen programs. We got reading buddies that have just started, and then we're going to launch our adult programs. So you'll see some more fun activities with the Spark Studio, because we're going to be programming around it.
Awesome. And so for new people that are watching the show, tell me what the Spark Studio is, because I think it is such a cool feature.
Thank you. So our Spark Studio is located in Eagle, or at our Eagle branch, and so it is a maker space, and it has a 3D printer. It has electronic guitars, violins, drums. We've got a sewing machine. We've got a laser cutter, which is amazing. And we have all this tech and tools for anyone to come in, create, innovate. And also we have things to digitize your memories. So if you have VHS, if you have 5mm film with your memories on it, obviously that form is no longer in use, and you might want to digitize that, and we have the tools to do that. And so we're happy to introduce anyone into the Spark Studio, train you up, and then let you explore.
I loved the words I used, the maker space.
It's
so cool. It's so great. Well, Tegan, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
I love the Friday updates that we have, and I love hanging out with you on the couch. You look fabulous. Awesome. Well, where can we go for more information?
EVLD.org.
Okay, great. Now, thank you to Tegan for joining us here on the couch. I love the Eagle Valley Library District and all that they invest into our community. We had an excellent morning on Good Morning Vale. We've got just a little bit left, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vale.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vale and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
One last look at that weather report. We got a nice day ahead of us. I'm inside the
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, Mark is out and about in the community, and so he is got some technical difficulties going on there. But today is a high of 73 and sunny, winds up to 15 miles an hour. So we're definitely seeing a little bit of weather change there. Lots of exciting things. As far as weather is concerned, I know it's going to be a beautiful day for a beautiful weekend for the Epicurean adventures. Let's take a look at today's hourly temps. Noon, 67 degrees and sunny. 4 p.m. for 72 for the high, 60 degrees and clear at 8 o'clock tonight. So definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Across the I-70 corridor, Eagle 75, Avon 74, Vail 73, and then it spikes back up when you get into Denver for a high of 84. And then tonight, low 35. It's going to be cold. Let's take a look at that quick 5-day forecast. And heading into the weekend, Saturday, 65, low of 32. So officially freezing temps on Saturday night. Sunday, sunny all the way through Wednesday, 69 for the high on Sunday, 35 for the low on Sunday. And then it gets a little bit warmer next week, 74, 37 on Monday, and 75 both Tuesday and Wednesday. 37 and 38 for the low. So stunning weather for these beautiful last week of September. Lots of exciting things happening. Loved having Mark joining me out and about in the community. He was talking to all of his fishing buddies. Sounds like it's a great time to get out on the river. So go try it if you're looking to do it before the end of the season. And then we had great conversations with Delta Dental and Women's Health, Nap Harvest as always. We love Eagle Valley Library District. And then Michelle Cohen-Levy. What an interesting person to speak with. If you want to get connected to the community, she is your girl, whatmichelledoes.com. I'm your host, Kimberly. Thanks for joining us this morning.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.